Time for semi-final number 2 here in Berlin at the 2023 Hyundai World Archery Championships. The Recurve women's individual discipline. It's Japan versus the Czech Republic in this Recurve women's individual semi-final. Two names, perhaps, we might not have predicted to make it this far.
On target number 1, representing Japan.
Auf Scheibe Nummer 1 für Japan.
Noda Satsuki. On target number 2, representing the Czech Republic.
Auf Scheibe Nummer 2 für die Tschechische Republik.
Marie Horackova. The line judge for this matchup is
Und die Kampfrichterin für dieses Match ist
Nasrin Kashkai.
So, world number 73, Noda Satsuki from Japan, is 23 years old, taking on the world number 42 from the Czech Republic. And that's Marie Horackova. Horackova was in some form in her quarterfinal.
Yeah, she was shooting extremely well, and it also seemed like that Olympic ticket, that quarterfinal to her meant the most out of the 4 winners that we've seen. So I wonder if riding that high and getting that like adrenaline boost from the Olympic ticket will have cost her too much energy, or if she can continue that streak of amazing shooting.
We're about to find out. Horackova shoots first in this women's recurve semi-final. Well, nervy moments for Noda Satsuki.
Yeah, she has a quick shot. We have seen that. 2 seconds, 1 second. Not bad, I would say. Obviously, in normal circumstances, you wouldn't be super happy with an 8, but with 1 second left on the clock to get it off and shoot an 8, not terrible. What that does do is alleviate some pressure from Horackova, I think, because she was, well, it's always unknown what your opponent's going to shoot, what your opponent's going to do, and Horackova kind of knows now that if she just keeps shooting in a gold this set, or even an 8 in this case, well, she gets the first set and she leads the match in her, well, first semi-finals at the Worlds.
Yeah, having never met these two, it's a bit of a free pass for Horackova, he says. And so does she. Another 29. Consistent, if nothing else. The athlete from the Czech Republic will go 2-0 up, and a little bit of a rehearsal shot here for Noda Satsuki in preparation for the second set. And that's just what she would have wanted, to settle her nerves. A little bit of an error with the first arrow allowed Horackova to run away with it, but let's have a look at Horackovan's score. 29 again.
Yeah, you said consistent if nothing else, but it's consistently really high scoring as well. It's not just like, oh, she's consistently hitting 9s, or she's shooting 29s on her, well, her, I don't know if it's her first finals venue on a world stage, but it's at least one of the first, if anything, and she's just, well, shooting like a superstar.
Yeah, she shot in Yankton, came 17th there, then Den Bosch, your homeland, didn't make it through qualification, and Mexico before that, where she was 57th, so this is by far her best finish at a World Championships, or certainly an outdoor World Championships.
Let's see if she can continue her streak of 29s into the second set.
Number 2 of 5 sets.
8-8.
Now, he talked about Horackova being on a high after qualifying a quota place for the Czech Republic. She seems to be riding that high. Perhaps it's Noda who's the one that's suffering.
Yeah, well, sometimes having a really good or a really bad match, for that matter, a lot of hormones and a lot of thoughts go through your brain at that point, which costs a lot of energy, and it's difficult to, maintain that balance. But it seems like Horackova is doing exactly that. She is just keeping her composure and shooting extremely well. In fact, I feel like she's shooting as though she belongs on the world stage.
So another 27. Another massive opportunity for Horackova here. Just starting to see a little bit of nerves creeping in, perhaps. Oh, well, that was the only thing she could do for us to talk about her improvement.
Yeah, or I was going to say to not be upset about her breaking her streak. This is the only acceptable way to
to break her 29, a run of 29s.
Yeah, we're joking obviously, but this is well, just incredible.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Shooting the best in her life so far.
And we can now say she is averaging over a 29 per set on this finals venue.
You're going to beat the Koreans like that, aren't you?
Yeah, well, she did.
This is some shooting from Marie Horackova.
And it's also, she has a really nice looking technique. It just kind of gets tainted a little bit here by the fact that she's probably quite nervous and shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
But the lines are really nice. The release is really relaxed. Everything looks really good. Just a bit shaky, but I mean, I would probably be shaky too if I were in her shoes.
I'd take being shaky with 29s and 30s if that's what you're sending up in the target.
That too.
Set number 3. Noda Satsuki trailing by 4 set points. Puts it into the 9. She's just not quite up to that level she was in the quarterfinals.
No, and it's not bad, but if you're shooting against somebody that's only shooting 9s and 10s and mostly 10s, you need to shoot really well. Speaking of shooting really well,
She just gets better and better, and she started from a very high bar.
9.
Noda Satsuki trying to maintain some composure, stay relaxed.
this is the tightest group of it's been now 8 arrows we've seen so far today. And a 28 typically does you well in a finals round, but with only a 9 required to win and nothing under a 29 so far from Marie Horackova.
There's the shaking. There's the 9, and a 9 is enough right on the buzzer. A 29, phew, she says, as she goes through it the quickest possible way in just 9 arrows. Marie Horackova from the Czech Republic will shoot for gold at the World Championships of 2023. We will see Noda Satsuki from Japan next, because she will come back out to shoot for bronze against Casey Kaufhold. But Marie Horackova from the Czech Republic is through to the World Championship final here in Berlin.
Match dann gegen Casey Kaufhold. Bitte macht einen großen Applaus für Noda Satsuki.